Shalom, my brother Siyat coming back with another video. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to sincere Akiam across the world who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. May the election be upon your household. Shalom. So today I want to make a video concerning well, it actually goes a bit further than the last video I made on about the farmers rising up, because right now what the farmers are doing is blocking the distribution centers, which leads to the stores being empty. At least the daily fresh things like bread and meat, the stores can provide it right now, man, because of these farmers. So this is an article on RTL News. It's a Dutch website with news of it's a Dutch website with news articles. So the title says, "No need for hoarding. Consequences of blockades distribution centers can already be noticed in stores today. The consequences of the farmers' protests will already be noticeable in the supermarkets today. Dozens of distribution centers of various supermarket chains have to deal with tractors and farmers on the doorstep. Especially the shelves with fresh products will be emptier than usual today," like I was saying. So from there, let's go to the first scripture. Okay, because the book of 2nd Esdras explains us that the full storehouses suddenly shall be found empty. Okay, so this is 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 22. "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." So normally these supermarkets, in Holland we have the Albert Heijn, which is a big supermarket. And in other article it said that they are having trouble with it because they cannot put the fresh products in the shelves because of these farmers. So what's actually happening is that the full storehouses are found empty. Now the people of this country, they are so proud, right? They always live like they are in some kind of safety zone, away from all type of danger, because really this country where we live, it's like you don't have a lot of disasters caused by nature, for example, or food shortages or things like that, So they always be like, "Oh yeah, whatever, this and that," talking proud. "Yeah, we have it good here," So this is a prelude to what's actually going to happen in the near future, man. Okay, the full storehouses shall be found empty. Not only because of some farmers, stopping the distribution centers from moving trucks with foods. That is causing the shortage of food, man. Now, you see. So let me read on. "Supplying a supermarket is such a sophisticated system that no extra stock is available," explains food chain expert Jan Willem Griefink. Stock in trucks. That stock is always in trucks, because fresh products such as meat and bread are normally replenished daily. You immediately notice the consequences. You see, supermarket Albert Heijn, like I explained, among others, can confirm this. The centers in Zwolle, Geldermalsen and Zaandam are blocked. These are places in Holland. Farmers also visited the two centers in Oosterhout and Utrecht, also to other places, where online orders come from. So even when you ordered online, you had some trouble, when you order your food online. Orders cancelled. As a result, we had to cancel the orders of our online customers, said a spokesperson. The CBL Central Bureau for Food Trade also warns on behalf of the retail chains against empty shelves in the fresh produce department. Not only is the supply of the stores disrupted, suppliers are also unable to deliver the food. In many cases, this also means that fresh products must be destroyed. This results in unnecessary food waste, says the CBL. Now, this unnecessary waste of food can on the long term also cause famine. You know, it's on that path, that prelude of the famine to come. So for that, let's also go for that to 2nd Esdras chapter 16. Let me see first 20. Wait. No. Let me grab another one. Let me go to Matthew. Real quick. Matthew chapter 24. Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. You see, so there's going to be hunger. And pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So doesn't necessarily mean that every country is going to be starving to death, at the same rate. But right now, for example, other countries are really suffering with the food. But in Holland, this thing happened, so it's today they're talking about the shelves being empty, but we don't know how long that will last. It might be some minor thing for a few days or a week, but it might grow to something bigger, man, to actual famine. Okay, people gonna rise up, people gonna hoard the places, gonna fight for food. Then shit is really gonna pop off, man. But these things are already happening in other countries, in diverse places, as the scripture says. So not just because you don't see it around your place or your area where you live, doesn't necessarily mean that it's not already in effect, man. So we're in these times, like verse 8 says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So we are at the beginning of the sorrows. So let me go back to the article. Consumers don't have to worry about completely empty stores. We don't have to go hungry, says Griefing. You see, in any case, there are sufficient non-perishable products which need to be replenished less often. For example, food in bliks, don't know how you call it. In cans, things like that, that last longer. They are still there, of course, but for how long? Because people gonna go hoarding, and reading on. And the CBL is not concerned about that either. There is still plenty of food and drink. Hoarding. Unsettled consumers may have a tendency to hoard. That is actually a bad idea. Oh shit. Then the system gets confused, says the food chain expert. It's not designed for that. So when people go hoarding, when the system collapses, when the system gets confused, that is when that famine is going to kick in, because now the trucks are being disrupted from delivering food, so the stores can't fill their shelves. Now when people see this, notice this, they be like, hey, we don't know how long this is going to take. Let me buy some X or this or some X or that. And then before you know it, the next group of people that comes in does the same thing. And then a few days later, the stores are actually empty because this problem is still going on. But people are getting hungry, So when they go to the store, and there's a lot of people, but there's not much food left, people gonna be like, hey, I need this for my family. But yeah, I need this for my family too, And from there, it's gonna get worse and worse. So that whole food system is gonna collapse then, man. Okay? It's not designed for that. Expert says, for people to go hoarding. Because with hoarding behavior, often products are sold out that normally do not go so fast. Hoarding is in the Dutch is called hamsteren, by the way. It's like where you go crazy and uh, buy everything. For example, you need 3 bottles of water. Now you buy 20 bottles of water. You need one bread. You buy 20 bread. You go hoarding. It's a matter of looking at which products that will be exactly, because every consumer has a different preference and therefore different products are standard in the house. But we all know that no one hoards mustard. As long as there is no hoarding behavior, the long term consequences are manageable. Grieving knows. Yeah, so who are you gonna tell that you should not be hoarding? Because there's, I believe, almost 17 million people in the country. So you think everybody's gonna be like, yeah, let's just stay calm, let's not hoard. Of course, there are gonna be some people that will do it, and the other people that might have thought like, hey, we should not be doing this, gonna be like, hey, but if other people do it, there won't be food anymore. So who am I fooling? Let me do the same. So of course it's gonna happen, man. We just have to, but we just have to watch, to see what's going to happen exactly. But I just thought I'd bring it out because it's something that's going on right now in this country, Holland. Reading on, then it can be solved within a day and all shelves are quickly replenished. So anyway, you don't know how long it's gonna take or if it will expand, you know, because it's because the farmers are against some law being implemented by the government. I don't know if I should say government, by the woman in charge of the carbon dioxide. No, not carbon dioxide. Let me see. Is it carbon? I explained it in my last video. Let me see. The translation of stick stuff. Oh, nitrogen. So like, yeah, nitrogen. Wait. Nitrogen policy. That is the word I was looking for. They are against that. So now they are actually, being, how do you call it? Like they are taking matters in own hands. They be like, oh, so you don't want to listen to us? Well, then we do it the hard way. And I heard that that some farmers even committed suicide already. So it's not looking good. But we shall see, man. In those times when the real hunger is gonna kick in, people are gonna go hoarding, gonna go fighting, riots gonna break out, fires, okay, supermarkets being destroyed. Then what? Then what are you gonna do? Okay, you might have food for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yeah, fun. And then groups of people, gangs of people, maybe 5, 6 men with weapons come door by door, collecting food for themselves. Okay, even bigger groups coming. Now you have multiple of those groups, so you won't even be safe in your own house with the food that you went hoarding after. So really, there's no escape, man, when shit really gets popping. So that's why we have to, stay on the path of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, His truth. Because what does the scripture say? Isaiah 65 verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. So we that serve the Most High, try our best, we will be eating. And the rest of the people will be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you will have steak and pasta every day, and you have food on your plate every day like you went to a restaurant or something like that. It might be that you might have to suffer for a day, 2 days, maybe 3 days even without food or water. The Most High might be testing you, seeing if you're gonna still believe in him that he will provide for you. And of course, I'm not saying that is gonna be easy. That's gonna be hard, man, because you're really gonna be tested mentally, spiritually, physically, when things like that happen. So the Most High might do that. You see, well, he can put you in diverse situations, man. He can put you in a situation where you have to run, leave everything behind, leave your house. You might be with a kid. Okay, you cannot feed him. You're running for your life because the police are behind you, searching for you, because you've been telling the truth on the streets. Okay, now you come in some kind of forest. You meet some people and they say, yeah, come this way. We have enough food for you, this and that. Okay, they take care of you. Okay, or you might find some bunker with food stacked upon food, where and the Most High might make it good for you there, or in the other case when there's actually almost no way out, the Most High might even bring a chariot, man, or even crazier, man. You might just walk, literally just walk, and you see some type of room, and you go in and there's just food there ready for you, waiting for you, like an angel just put it there. You don't know what the Most High does, because he controls it. And the servants, the prophets of the Most High, they're gonna have spiritual power, so you don't know if you might be able to make some food for yourself, you see. So really, the point, we should stay on this path, choose wisely. And these farmers, blocking these distribution centers, we just have to see what it's gonna turn out to. I don't necessarily think it's gonna be something big, but it's like an introduction to the country itself. Like, hey, it's not impossible for a real family to come. You see, for those people that be arrogant and things like that. Being thinking like, yeah, it's not gonna happen here anyway. See. So, with that, I hope this video was edifying. I want to give all praises and the highest honor to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. Double honor to my elder apostles and the teachers of Great Millstone. Salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.